so exciting, man. So cool. Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. In a pool of Meteora, watch me swim, swap a bed, I just keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fight in it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM, man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Harder like, whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in this pizza, they get fees, a little bacon, start the vault until the cheese is done. Fools are paying me like I don't even go to beach, I'd rather be here on a feed or something. Best believe it's decent, wavy when I see secret chillin' in the deep end. Every weekend, see me, you can depend on it, cause I mean it coming up. You can even find a way to flood it up. You done enough, 10% stimulate and run it up. Point system looking like a fine where they won't miss a solid contribution. Could've pointed out enough. I met up with Matt, had a really good chat. He's telling me bet up your army does laps. That orbit does this meteor's headed when no one's expecting and we watching it happen. In a pool of Meteora, watch me swim, swap a bed, I just keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fight in it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM, man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Harder like, whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in this pizza, they get views, a little bacon, start the ball until the cheese done. Fools paying me like I don't even go to the beach, never be here on a feed or something.
All right, GMet, everybody. Welcome to our weekly community call, coming to you live on X for the first time. Really excited about this new format.
And YouTube.
Yes, and YouTube. And,
so cool.
Yeah. So typically we do these on the Discord server, but to get better reach and I think it's appropriate for us to move these to X and YouTube going forward. So if we want to take a look at the next slide there, HMC.
Also the other thing that's actually really cool about this is that I think it's like clipping, right? I think it'll be really cool to actually see more clips. I think I got through a slice, will be good to actually and because clips are like way more,
Yeah. All right, so this is kind of our agenda for today. Obviously we got the new format here. Really excited about this. Really excited to be coming to you guys live on X. We can talk a little bit about changes on the Meteora team. We're going to talk about some wins for the month, and then we're going to have an LP Army spotlight with the MetturkDAO. Really excited about having those guys on the call today. All right, let's go on.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna start doing this every Thursday. There's still some discussions about that. We've been talking about potentially moving the community calls to the weekend and doing the office hours during the week. So more to come on that. But regardless, we're gonna be doing them live streamed here on X. Really excited about doing that. And obviously, big focus is going to be empowering the LP Army community members like myself, HMC, Mario, Alex, who are all here joined with us today. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the Meteora team. And we have a very special guest with us here today, the amazing and awesome Meow from the Jupiter team. So I'll hand it over to you guys.
Thanks, man. Are we can we do a bigger screen or something? I think we can actually put people off the screen.
Yeah.
You just put maybe heavy metal and you on for a bit, and then you can bring on each of us individually. Yeah, or whoever is the host. Yeah. Okay, looks maybe put Shane on as well. That'd be great. Yeah.
Yep. Hang on. I get there.
No, not Shane. I mean, sorry, I forgot that. What's with the guy? Let me take a look.
I lost it.
No, Shane, not Shane. I mean Alex. Yeah, Alex. Yeah, Alex. Great. Okay, awesome. All right. So do you want to make the faces bigger or something? Yeah. Oh, okay, it's great. I think other options. Cool. All right, guys. Anyway, just want to say that really honored to be here and really happy to see you guys. I mean, honestly, okay. Honestly, here's the thing, right? I think I've been I think I've obviously not been like ultra involved, you know, but I've been tracking the community progress. And I actually sent heavy metal cook a video I took of him at Kastambu. Man, crazy! He was a rock star, man. Like crazy. I mean, like tons of people surrounding him. He's heavy metal. Like I was like, holy shit! It's like it's so cool to see someone. Okay. Honestly, guys, I'm not sure if you know, but sometimes you meet people offline, and you're disappointed. Like, yeah, you know, fancy online name, not so fancy offline. You think, yeah. But this guy, oh my god, blew past expectations. Oh my god, really heavy metal. Cool. Hey bro, how do you count this persona, bro? Like, will you do heavy rock, and what were you doing, man? Yeah.
Well, what? Sorry, what was the question?
No, just like how do you come up to this heavy metal persona? You know, it's
Oh
like
well,
people don't. So,
that is who I am. I mean, I'm all into heavy metal. You know, I mean, I've had long hair since I was in the 8th grade, and I love cooking. You know, whether it's cooking, baking, barbecue, campfire cooking. I mean, that's just who I am. So, that's how I express it.
and cooking LPs, you know.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So like how like is there any like, but it's a very interesting combination of things, right? You have heavy metal and cooking and
Yeah.
LP.
Yeah.
I think that's actually what I think it's always interesting to see someone with such an interesting persona and stuff. Yeah, do you mind sharing a bit more on that? Yeah.
Sharing how I what?
Just in general, like how do you, is there any similarity between these three things? How do you get into LPing, and like how do you get crypto and everything, you know? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got into crypto. God, man. Well, I mean, I started out on ETH chain, like a lot of people,
Yeah.
and just kind of like I really got into LPing and started out there. Went to Avalanche. Tried what the DLMM is like on Trader Joe. Didn't like it. You know, and then a buddy bring me over to Solana and trying out various things, tried different protocols until I landed on Meteora, and I was like, this is the
Mhm.
place. This is the place to be
Amazing.
because I like the way it worked better, but also the community. And that was really what was important to me, was that there was a community. And of course, back then, you know, it was much smaller than it is now. So it's been a
Okay.
lot of fun to watch it grow.
Yeah, I think big credit to Ben here, right? I think I mean I remember very clearly and stuff. Like I think 2 years ago there was like one guy, right? And then he just kept going, right? I think it's actually really amazing. So what is the like, so in your opinion, right? What do you think is like the thing that say felt different, you know, about Meteora, right? Either as a product or the community, you know? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, what sets Meteor apart, obviously, I mean, aside from the fact that it's got things that nobody else does, like the DLMM, it really is a game changer. But it is all about the community.
Mm,
Um, you know, a lot of people's success in this is the community. You know, you meet a lot of the guys here that they learn from each other, and how
so
to
true.
LP. You know, that
So
was
true.
one of my big things, was like, okay, how do I do this? And especially in the early days, we didn't have as many of the community tools that we did, and that's also something very special. Uh, those community tools were built for this community, and that's
So
what's
true.
just changed the game
So
for
true.
everybody and everything.
So true.
I
So
think
true. I
it's a big PPP mentality as
Yeah.
well, right?
yeah.
Because I mean, you know, we're LPing together, right? People are making calls, and you know, you've got the Dead DAO, you've got the Goose DAO, right? Kind of these sub
So
communities
amazing. Oh my God, so
have
great.
built out, and they're all helping each other out. They're all finding opportunities, presenting those opportunities to each other, and like HMC mentioned, you know, a lot of great community tools. They're coming out all the time, and you know, we've you know, been showcasing those as they come along. We've got a lot of requests from a lot of awesome tools out there, and really excited to see what the community's building. And you know, I've been sharing my tools, and sharing with the community, and people have built on top of them as well, which is it's a really great place to be, and everybody really helps each other out. Yeah, it really feels like nothing else.
Well, and boot camp also is who else offers free courses on how to do it.
So great. Oh my god.
Yeah, boot camp's huge.
Oh my god, so great! Like there's nothing like it. I mean, I think if you put things together, right? The community, the code sharing, the LP tools, and bootcamp. I mean, as you guys know, we run a pretty serious community effort at Jupiter, right? Right. But I have to say though, nothing like the LP Army, right? Nothing like it, right? I mean, in fact, I'm so envious of it. I'm like, fuck, it was so great, by the way, right? So great, it's just so amazing. Like I think you're right. It's a combination of things, right? I think one thing that heavy metal says well is this, right? That I think if you are mostly just trading, right, you don't really understand crypto in a certain way, right? Because if you look at every single project, right, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, anything, right, it's community, right? Because you actually need people, right, to endure trust, right, in someone else, to educate them in someone else, right? I think where all the online resources and anything comes in is after the initial trust and interest is built up. See what I'm saying, right? Like even like it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what you do, right? Whether LPing, Solana, Ethereum, or any real hobby, really, right? Like heavy metal, right? Someone, a real human, right, had to introduce to you, right? Bring you past the initial hurdle, right? See what I'm saying? And often with no gain, right? See what I'm saying? That's the key thing, right? And I feel like that is actually how things grow. I'm saying, and I feel like it's so great, and it's so great to kind of like be here and like just talk to you guys, because I feel like I've been observing for a while now. It's just really great to kind of like heavy metal. I actually want to talk to you, by the way. You know what I'm saying, in Istanbul, yeah, but you're too popular. Hey, Gitlad, how about you? How like first of all, thanks for putting this together, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
My pleasure.
how about you? Like like how long have you been here, crypto, and how's everything going, man? Yeah.
It's good. So my crypto journey is kind of interesting. I started doing GPU mining back in like 2017, and what I did was whatever I earned, I paid off my video cards, and then I started messing around with DeFi on Ethereum. And so I was doing.
What's your thing? What's your thing? Tell me what's your thing?
Yeah, I was providing liquidity on Uniswap. I was using 1inch to do swaps. I was also using DYDX.
Were you part of do you catch the DeFi summer? Like the crazy period where everything just went crazy. Like when
I was there.
And actually print LM. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, and so what happened was I was there for a while, and it was great when fees were cheap, right? Because I didn't have a lot of money.
True.
It was just very small amounts, and so I was playing around with all the different protocols. But then when the fees got really expensive, I kind of took a step away from it for a while. And then I saw some news articles about airdrops for Uniswap, DYDX, 1inch, and I was like, holy shit, I got a pile of free money here. So I basically sold off enough to cover my taxes, and the rest of it I just kind of played around with. But then eventually it got really expensive, and I was like, you know what, I need to find a better blockchain, and that's what brought me to Solana. And then so when I came to Solana, it's funny, I wrote a Reddit post that said Solana needs a 1inch. Solana needs an AMM router because Jupiter didn't exist yet. And I wrote this post before Jupiter even came to be. And I think within about 6 months, Jupiter went live. And then I was like, oh man, if these guys had an SDK, I could use it to do arbitrage. And then eventually you guys released the SDK.
No.
I created an arbitrage. I created an arbitrage. And this is when this was when you guys were actually doing all the routing in JavaScript in the client, which is fucking amazing what you guys were doing. And I mean, it got to the point, obviously, with the number of pairs, it just exploded and you guys couldn't do it in JavaScript anymore. But I wrote an arbitrage bot that was using the JavaScript client, the fully JavaScript SDK, and it was working pretty good. But then the big boys with RPCs came in, and then it wasn't profitable anymore. But so that's what brought me to Jupiter. And then when you guys launched the token, I saw the platform you guys were launching on, Meteora, and then I was like, holy shit, Meteora is
Oh,
fucking
yeah, you
awesome.
came in
So
amazing, awesome.
that's what brought me to Meteora. So I'm not
So
an OG
great.
from the Mercurial days or anything like that. I came over
Nah, it's
when
good.
Jupiter launched on Meteora, and I saw the platform and I was like, wow, this is fantastic. And then one day, you know, Ben had his office hours on Sundays, and I came into one of the office hours, and I just kind of, you know, he asked if anybody wanted to come on stage and talk or whatever. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I raised my hand, and I kind of just showed some things that I was doing on the platform, and Ben really liked what I was doing, and Ben welcomed me to the community with open arms, and it was like from then on, I felt like I had been part of the community forever, and it was really awesome. And then so one thing I saw was lacking was education, right? Because, you know, providing liquidity is not a simple task. It's not as easy as trading or swapping.
So hard.
So I was like, you know what, we need to get some education and teach people how to provide liquidity. So Otto and I were the first ones to teach the boot camp, and we taught the first couple of boot camps, and then I handed the torch over to Heavy Metal Cook, and then he took it like, you know, 10x. And
Can you or him just real quick before I forget? Can you or him write up a post about all the stuff that LPME does? Because I think it's so great. I think I would love to bring more visibility to it. I'm saying,
yeah,
and you write it up. I think also it really makes a lot more sense if it comes from a community, right? I'm saying, so I would love to kind of give you more visibility. I'm saying,
yeah, absolutely.
I think,
And we're
hey,
really glad to have you here, man. It's awesome to finally, you know, have an opportunity to kind of shoot the bull
yeah,
with you for a little bit.
Yeah, for real.
I think Ben was doing such a great job, right, the community and stuff, right? And I was like, okay, Ben do the thing. I'm saying, yeah, I think but obviously I've been observing, right, for a while now. But at a distance though, I think I was unfortunately extremely busy with a lot of stuff at Jupiter, right? And then and yeah, I think that certainly could have I would say kept a closer look at things. You know what I'm saying, to help out more, I guess. Yeah. So that's actually something that I think is. But on the bright side, on the other side, I'm here now. You know, right? So it's really good to talk to everyone. Just some quick stories, right? Is that it's so funny because it's so funny because like it's so funny because I remember because like I was also doing arbitrage boards with 1 inch, using the InstaDAO framework, right?
Mhm,
And then
yeah.
I dropped because I was running pretty hard and stuff. That actually landed my big airdrop, which is pretty nice. And then my other DeFi summer story was that I also on the development side I started WTC, right? And also Fuel it, right? I was helping with Fuel it and stuff, which is actually awesome right now. Yeah, so I think I was doing that. And then my other crazy DeFi summer story was what was that token that went crazy? That I'm crazy. I can't remember what it was actually. Yeah, I remember. I think it was by Andre. I think Andre started some. I think Andre Cronje started something. I think that and then there was like many versions. I think Wi-Fi. Remember Wi-Fi? Remember Wi-Fi?
Mm.
Yeah, well, anyway, it's fine, but whatever. It's just one of those OG like DeFi summer days. Yeah, so great. Yeah, and then another thing is actually but it's so good to talk to you because like, you know, I think talking to you is like it's interesting because you kind of see the cycle repeat, right?
Yeah,
See what
yeah.
I'm saying no? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the other thing that I would say is this. I think the LPR meeting is actually amazing. I think so let me some context in the LPR meeting, right? So I think a couple years ago and stuff, I think when Ben first started driving the community, right, we were thinking actually about it really hard, and we're like, you know what is one thing that is really fucking important in the world, right, of crypto, right, or even in general in finance, right? But no one actually kind of thinks of, like LP, liquidity providers. So I'm saying, like, why, like, you know, but no one seems like 'cause I feel like everyone is like there's a lot of like attention and a lot of like glory in the on the trading side of things. You know what I'm saying? right? And a lot of underbrains, but no one actually kind of like really focused on saying that. I mean, like, how do we actually make LP in a real thing, right? A real business, right? A real cottage industry. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, you know what? We should just double down on that. I think obviously Ben took it and ran with it, right? And then here we are, right? It's pretty cool, you know, right? Yeah, and yeah. I love
Yeah,
to
I mean,
also
without liquidity providers, there are no swaps. There is no
nah,
trading.
precisely,
You
man.
know, it's the foundation.
Precisely, right? Like
Yeah.
precisely, right? I'm saying I feel like that's actually one thing that I think is like it's super important. Like, holy shit, I'm saying
Yeah.
right? Like and also I feel like too often people in this I think too often people in the space just have no idea of like LP profitability, LP tracking, LP everything and stuff. Is an industry that is like very much funded by LM, right? Especially DeFi summer days thing. So I think it's actually really interesting to see a community like really build tools and tracking and like really and honestly care for each other, right? I think that's actually very amazing.
Yeah,
In crypto,
everybody really takes care of each other for sure.
you don't, bro, I'm telling you, man, in crypto, you don't see that many communities that take care of each other. You don't,
Yeah.
right? Seriously, right? I'm serious. I think that running a pretty big community myself. I think that one of the things that honestly still touch and it's for example a lot of meme coins, right? Is that I think like they would form extremely fast, right? Like in a day. Same thing right now, right? But then evaporate tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then but in the day they form, right? It's almost like almost like someone going on a one night stand and going like, I love you so much, I'm going here forever, blah 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 blah, right?
And then they never hear from him again.
And the bang tomorrow done. That's it. Done. Over. So I really I feel that it's so funny, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So but in contrast the LPR meeting is amazing. It's like you can really see the build up, right? So I'm saying, you know, right? And I think what people don't I think what people don't quite understand is that like by being involved in the community and contributing community, right? And like really getting involved with like everyone here, whether it's a team or not, right? Thing, you gain a much better you gain a much more emotive, right? And important understanding, right, of crypto. See what I'm saying, you know, right? It's like finance matter, obviously price matters, and stuff. But I think but community is the root of it, right? Imagine for example, now Bitcoin without community is zero value, done, zero, right? In fact, US dollar, right? Everything. So I think anything that's actually anything that's actually like really important is like it's actually like it really takes time, you know, to build and stuff. I think that's very important. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm so happy to be here. And like really happy to meet you guys. And I think there's a lot of great content here. I can really feel it. That I think you know should be clipped up and shared more. I'm saying
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get Zen up here and give him a chance to introduce himself. Thanks, Meow. Really appreciate you joining us.
Oh, of course, man. Hey, Medical, Gilad, and Alex. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. See you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Meow.
Wow.
Zen.
Okay. Hey. How's everyone?
Oh, GMAT.
GMAT. I need to follow up with that level of energy, I guess.
Good luck with that.
It's always hard to follow up after Meow comes on, right? But it's okay. Yeah. but very really happy to be here, right? So, for those who don't know me, my name is Zen, right? And I'll be leading Meteora moving forward. Yeah. And I'm extremely excited to see how I can work together with the LP Army, with the team and whatnot. Yeah, so just a little bit of background about me, right? So I actually been part of Meteora since day one, right? So I was focused a lot more on driving the product direction and really shipping stuff together with the team, right? In fact, the first version of Dynamic AMM and DLMM, I played a pretty key role in actually helping to launch it. So, and I worked really close to the product team, right, for around 2 years, right, before I actually shifted focus to Jupiter, right, to work more on Jupiter-related product development stuff. So what I'm trying to say is that actually have a pretty good understanding of the Meteor products, right, as well as the Meteor team, right. So I'm really excited to be back, right, to see how I can work together with the guys. And what Meow mentioned before, right, when at the beginning stages there were only like 4 people, right, in the community. Yeah. out of the three of them from team, right? So it's amazing to see how much we've grown, right, throughout the years, right? So and of course, all credit to you guys, right, for actually holding helping to grow the community, and for Ben for actually driving the effort, right? So in fact, for the past couple of weeks, we actually have a really productive offsite, right, with the entire Meteora team, right? So we flew everybody to the same place, and then we discuss about the challenges, the gaps, right? So I think the team is really aligned, right, to understand like what is the focus, right, moving forward, right? It's really about the 3 LPs, right? If you guys have seen the announcement that we put out, right, it's really about 3 LPs, going back to our roots, right, focusing on building world-class liquidity pools and liquidity systems for you guys, right, the LP, the liquidity providers, as well as the launch pads, right? So that is something that the team is really focusing on in this phase, right? And of course, helping and working together with you guys to see how we can grow the initiatives is definitely also one of our core priorities. That is So basically, I'm just saying that I'm really excited to be here, right? And then of course I cannot do it alone now. So I also want to take this opportunity to introduce a new member to the team, right? Soju, right? So maybe this is the time for him to come on to maybe share a little bit about himself. Or are there any questions for me?
GM. Oh, sorry. The one first?
No, I'm just saying if there's any questions for me. If not, Soju, please carry on.
Yeah, GM, everybody. I'm sure that a lot of us here are very familiar with Jupiter, and I'm transferring over from the Jupiter team with Zen. Over at Jupiter, a lot of my work has been focused on driving the Jupiter work groups, helping the DAO form, helping our partners understand Jupiter technology and using it. And I'm very excited to come with Zen to Meteora. While I was working at Jupiter, I've always been a fan of Meteora, and I'm actually a main liquidity provider on Jupso. I provide a lot of liquidity on Jupso using DRMM regularly, and a lot of the Jupiter team actually enjoys using Meteora DRMM. And I'm very excited to come over and be part of this team as well, and be able to push forward this technology that I love. So it's been a fun the past year or so driving DRMM, but I'm sure that with this amazing community, the amazing LP army built around this amazing technology, there's a lot of things we can do here. And I'm very excited to bring a lot of the ideas and the know-how of what works and what doesn't work from Jupiter, and accelerate the entire Meteora community, and ramp up for Max and all our future plans. So looking forward to working with everybody here, and excited to crush it. I think we have lots to do, and it's very exciting. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice to see familiar names in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Right on.
Awesome. Thank you, Soju, and welcome, man. Welcome to you, Zen, Meow, all of the new folks joining us from the Jupiter team. Really excited to have you guys become part of the Meteora team, and also part of the LP army. Everyone on the Meteora team obviously is part of the LP army too. So awesome.
Yeah, I think one thing that's actually on my mind is that I need to attend one of those boot camps. I've been using DRMM with my own understanding of how it works, but I want to learn how other people look at it. So
Yeah,
I will definitely be at the next boot camp, as I promised HMC.
Awesome.
Right on.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
Hopefully you'll pass.
Hopefully, maybe I won't, honestly.
That's all right. You can go to the next one if you don't pass this one.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you. Oh, we lost the deck.
And let me click the wrong button. Hang on. There we go.
All right. There we go. Actually, you know what? Zen, I'm going to bring you back up to talk, I think, through the next few slides.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, I need to join the bootcamp as well, right? But I'm just worried I'll fail it. So, but let's do it. Yeah. Okay, cool. We just want to share a little bit more about the Meteora's roadmap. So I think I briefly mentioned a bit just now, right? In my introduction, right? It's really about bringing back to Meteora to the roots, right? About really what is our core focus, right? Our core focus is really on becoming the best place for LP on Solana, right? Focusing on the LP tech. Right? So you can see that throughout the next few weeks or in this phase, right, a lot of our efforts in the team, right, will be focusing on really making sure, right, the LP becomes easier, right, more accessible and more intuitive, right. So we hear a lot of feedbacks from the community, right, about making these UI changes here and there. We heard you, right, and then we are actually actively, piping all these changes into the UI itself. So every week we will actually be showcasing some of the changes that we have made, right? And all these things will be geared towards making things really much easier for LP. Yeah. So that's the focus that we have for this phase, right? At least. Actually, can I present my screen?
Sure.
I just share screen. Okay. So just a quick run through of some of the key changes that we have made, right, on the UI. So as you have seen that the homepage has changed, right? So what we really want to do here is to really signal our intent really strongly, right? Focus back on our roots of actually building world-class liquidity pools. So anyone who comes to our homepage can clearly see that we build liquidity pools, right? And here you can see all the supported pools that we have, like the DLMM, dynamic AMM, and even the launch pools, right? Actually showcased here, right? Because previously the launch pools are actually embedded within the DLMM pools. So what we really want to do is to actually showcase it. And then for any project teams who are really interested in using our launch pools for their launches, right, they can actually easily access the docs, right, and figure out and see how they can actually use the tech stack, right, to actually integrate. So this is a core change here. And then because we love the LP Army so much, we decided that we have to provide a dedicated page for the LP Army, right? And this is something that we work very closely with the LP Army leads and the mods and the community itself to figure out what key things that we want to put here. It could be showcase. There's so many things that we want to showcase, right? So many things that we want to share, right? So this is a page for that will do that, right? And there's a very obvious create pool here function where anybody can come here and then they can start to see what are different pools they can create. And then you can directly has a simple UI for them to create DLMM, dynamic AMM, or for launch pools, currently do not really have a UI, but they can actually go there to figure out, right, look at the documents, right, and then integrate it from there. Okay. Also dive into a bit on the DLMM side as well to some of the key changes that we have made. So I think, yeah, this is something that was shared previously in the office hours, right, GigLab. Yeah, that we have this already, right? So this is actually pretty cool, right? Because as you all know now, there's this 69 bin limitation. So whenever you want to create a position across a huge price range, we have to create multiple positions, right? So now previously it makes it pretty difficult, right, for you to actually monitor, right, and decide what to do or whether you want to close it or not. But here it makes it very easy for you to immediately, in a bird's eye view, right, to see whether is your price out of range, right? And you can decide whether to close it or not, right?
I love the little mini distribution as well, right? So you can actually even see the shape of your liquidity and the position. That's really cool.
Correct. And then you can see whether you want to close. Like I just created this not long ago. Then now it's out of the range already, right? So I can decide to close it without actually having to actually click, right? The other core change will actually be actually toggling, right? So I think you can toggle between USDC and SOL price, right? And you can claim withdraw and close all.
Yeah, right? if you hover over one of the cards, you can click on one of the cards to flip go back up to the top. If you hover over one of the cards, yep.
Yeah.
And then you click on the card. There you go. Then it flips it from SOL to USD.
Correct. And the other cool change is here you can actually like drill down to a different time frame, right, to see what is the volume and the TBL, right? So these are all pretty nifty additions, right? All in the bid to actually make the life and the UX easier, right, and clearer for our users, right? So we look forward to more feedback, right, from the community to see how we can make this even better for the users. Okay, but just to end off this part is that we are really committed to really going back to making sure, right, this is the best place for LPs to actually LP to LP. Yeah, wait, let me just how do I stop?
Go back to the deck.
Yeah, here. Yeah, go back to the deck. Let me see how I stop.
All right. I think the next couple of slides, HMC, we can probably go through them quickly. Because I think he already covered. Yeah, so we already covered that. So we can go to the next one. All right. And then maybe you can talk a little bit more about empowering the LP Army and the leads.
Yeah, I mean, as you all seen, there's a lot of really awesome initiatives, right? The boot camps, LP Alpha, and the LP new Discord, and there's a lot of great initiatives that focus on education, empowering, engagement, right? So we really want to do a lot more of those, right? So in this next phase, we'll be discussing a lot with you guys, the leads, right? To figure out how best we can empower, right? And to double down and to like invest, right? A lot more, right? So if there's any support, additional support that you guys need, or if you can encourage more people to step up, right? To create new initiatives, right? We'd love to see how we can support and discuss on that front. Yeah, so by and large, my point here is that it's not 1% or 2% that's driving the efforts. I think this is something that the entire LP Army will come together to actually figure out what's the best direction down and how to actually grow the LP Army. Yeah, and then I mean, in the next few weeks, we probably will come up with some more concrete plans, right? And after some discussion to see how best we can actually grow this entire army together. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the Meteora team has been superb in supporting the LP Army, and I know, you know, the team members interact regularly with users, get all kinds of feedback on how to improve the product, and then from a lead perspective as well, you guys provide us with great support and, you know, help us to help you as well to expand the platform and expand the army. It's a really great partnership. We really
that's
appreciate everything you guys do.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right. Let's go on to the next few slides. We're going to talk about some wins here, and I think HMC, you've got the first one up here.
Well, hell yeah, dude. So we got crazy and did 4 boot camps in 1 month. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's been awesome. You know, we've been doing 1 and a couple times 2, but we said, to heck with it, let's do 4 because we had so many people wanting to go crazy with this. You know, we started out with the Turkish guys. They did that early February. They had over 600 people graduate from Turkish boot camp. It was truly amazing. They did an amazing job. And forgive me on the names: Kekla Quebec, Snoop, Phobos, Wind of Blade. Guys have been outstanding for that. We had over 1,600 people graduate the English boot camp, and I do want to give a shout out to Photon Magic for helping me run the stream during that. We had other guys helping with Q&A, but Photon really helped me out with that. And then we did a Portuguese boot camp in the middle of the week. Kuka, Azuko, Baya, Magica, they did a great job. They had over 120 people graduate there. Really fantastic job. And finally, our French team, those guys are truly amazing, and they've even done their own live LP jams. But the French team of Sats Monks, Tiagogo, Naj, Grease, they had a great one. And I am still grading those. But I'm expecting to have over 200 people graduate French, maybe more. We'll see. And those are curious, you know, like HFC, I submitted my form. Why don't I have my role? Why don't I have my role? Well, I would tell you, I mean, obviously we give people an entire week after the live session to complete boot camp. You know, if you couldn't make it live, you know, cool, watch the recording. You know, we understand not everybody's awake at the same time, or you have things happen. we don't even start grading until the forms close. And there's a lot of work that goes into this. It's not just take the forms and grade them. There's data validation that has to be done. You know, I've got to clean up a lot of stuff. There's a lot of work that goes into that before we even start grading. We use an auto grader, and then I check each failure that happens. I check each one because I want to graduate as many people as I can, legit people. So I'm checking all of these things, and then I'm, you know, doing all the work to make sure that we are assigning the roles. We have over 15,000 or almost 15,000 privates so far. And, you know, back in November, I think we had about 6,000 or so people with the LP Army private role. And so this has been massive, explosive growth. It's not just me, it's whole teams of people, you know. Shout out to Otto and Geek Lad, you know, who started this, and so many people that come before, and so many people that we've been adding. I'm trying to add a Chinese boot camp, and we're looking at doing many more languages, so watch out for that. It's going to happen. Now, I know the big question that I get asked a lot is, when's the next boot camp? Well, here you go. Here's the alpha right here. The next English boot camp will be March 15th and 16th from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. UTC. So whatever that translates into for you. We will put all the information that you need, the links, everything that you need to attend boot camp. It will be in the announcement channel in our Discord. We'll get that up in the next day or two. Happy to have everybody come, and it's going to be a great time. I don't know if anybody has any questions about boot camp, but yeah,
Great. That's great. Awesome. No, it's fantastic, man. It's just amazing how the boot camp has continued to grow over the past few months. Explosive growth, like you put it. So awesome.
Yeah, for real.
I think we'll bring Mario up here for the next announcement here to talk a little bit about the LP Army server.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. So in case you didn't know, this month we started the LP Army community Discord server and our X account. The growth has been decent now. We have 850 members on our Discord now. Feel free to join. We have, many of you know that we have been shaping up Goose based on our DLMM needs on Meteora for the past year or so. And while we would love to have more people join us in there, we had to keep the spots limited. But then again, we wanted to share our knowledge and give back to the community, because we wouldn't have been here without the whole community. So we decided to create this server using the same tools and pretty much similar setup to what GooseDAO is using. So our goal with this is to provide you a home after you graduate the bootcamp. So basically, even if you come with no knowledge about the LMMs, you should go to the bootcamp. After you finish the bootcamp, join us in the LP Army community Discord. And I can say that at least 90% of you will be making money. We have experts from GooseDAO, from LP Army there, instructors. We're all there to help you. Just going over the wins this month, I can see that even the new guys who joined us just recently are making pretty good money. So make sure to check us out. Our X account is also new. We will be sharing community updates on there. Mir is also helping with that. We should be having some more short form content relatively soon. If you guys want to help with that, give us, send us a message. So looking forward to seeing you guys join. At the moment, most of the tools are available to everyone until we sort out the gating. But the roles, your LP Army and LP Army private role carries over from the main server. So you will have the role there. And we're working on some more advanced tools that we will be adding slowly to the Discord.
Awesome. Thanks, Mario.
Awesome. That's
really psyched about that server, and you guys have done a really awesome job of building it out. It really does look a lot like the Goose.DAO server.
Yeah,
it's
yeah. There have been with this explosive growth, there's always bad actors. So people have been using this to grow their own servers, and not all of them have, good intentions. So I think it is
Yeah.
key that the community stays in one server that we can regulate and control. The reason why we do it in the community server is because the main Discord has security constraints, and that is completely reasonable. So none of the info you get in the community Discord is related to the Meteora itself, nor is it financial advice. It's just all of us have equal role there. That's how we run Goose as well. It's a community Discord. Nobody is better than anyone else or higher in the rankings. So we're all equal. Whoever wants to contribute, if you want to make calls, we have the alpha caller role. Feel free to hit me up. If you have good calls, you can tag other people who volunteer for the DGen role. So if you want to contribute, just hit me up or hit someone else up, and we'll get you sorted.
Awesome. And I think maybe you can take the next slide for us too, Mario. Just quickly
yeah,
talk
sure.
about Euro Circle.
Yeah, Circle launched their Euro. It's actually, it made me happy because when you live in Europe and you have a lot of volatility between Euro and USD, it's not, it's not great for keeping track of your profits. So we have some decent incentives going on Meteora, and I've actually been pooling these myself. They are outperforming the Sol USD pool. So if you're interested in LPing something stable as that, check these pools out. The rewards are actually decent. There's not too much TVL. From my experiment, the rewards were pretty similar to the fees that I generated, so it's pretty significant, and I think it really has a purpose, and I will definitely personally be using this. So if you guys are interested in making some extra money from rewards, take a look at these pools.
cool.
Awesome. All right. So I've been doing some sessions, done a few sessions with some great community tools, and wanted to just take a moment to highlight some of these tools that we've presented in the past. So I think the most recent one we did was Meteora AI. The team there did a really nice presentation showing all the great stuff they have for autonomous management for LP positions. Ultra LP is another great tool. Really has awesome live tracking of your P&L for your open positions, and it's really great to see it live. And they refresh every 30 seconds, or you can refresh it more often if you want. Really fantastic tool there. And then of course Cleopatra, which is a Telegram bot that can help you to automate your DLMM positions. It has auto balancing and a lot of other great features. So if you guys are interested in developing tools and you want us to showcase your tools, please reach out to me. You guys can open a ticket in the Meteora server, or you can reach out to me directly on X or on Discord. And typically we'll do like a private session first, just to review the application before we go into a live session with on X. And then if everything looks good, everything looks cool, then we'll do a live session with you guys and present it to the rest of the community. So please feel free to reach out if you're a builder. We really encourage you guys to build more great tools on top of the platform.
Okay,
All
so
right.
next we're gonna bring up the MetTurk guys. These are the guys who ran our Turkish boot camp. But now they've done a physical event, and I'll let them go ahead and speak to that. Guys, welcome, and tell us all about it. What happened?
Hey guys, GMet.
Hi guys.
GMet.
We have this whole team with us, the MetturkDAO, but I'm gonna be speaking on behalf of the whole team. So we have Wind of Blade, here's Snoop, and we have Kelebek, and then here's Uykusuz, and here's me, I'm Phobos. So yeah, today we did the first physical boot camp ever, I guess, on Meteora. It's awesome. It was really awesome. We had like, I don't know, 60 or 70 students attending for the boot camp, and I'm sorry that we may have some background noises here because we just found a cafe here and then just bumped into it, and then we were like, yeah, let's just do it here. The city is whole unknown to us, so yeah, the first Turkish boot camp was good, and this first physical boot camp was good as well. We had so much fun. We had great connections. We had new networks. I think from starting from the beginning of how we founded MetturkDAO would be best, right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So basically, we were just LPing in Meteora. We were just community members. Like we had a few members, like 4 or 5, and we were just LPing, asking us questions, like saying like which pool is the best for us, where's volatility, and what should we do. And then after that, we saw like so many Turkish in the crypto community. We saw so many Turkish LPers sharing their P&Ls on Twitter. And we were like, okay, these guys are sharing them, but where are they? Like, are they in a group? Are they in a DAO or something? We just found like a couple of them, Turkish LPers on Twitter timeline and on Meteora as well. And we just said, why not just collect them under like one DAO and make it like a good alpha DAO? We can just collaborate with each other and we can just know each other. So after that, we founded MetturkDAO, and then it was all just a snowball. We did the first Turkish boot camp. Thank you guys for giving us the chance to do it. And then after that, after the first Turkish boot camp, we had this university club in Konya. Like we're literally in Konya right now, from Selçuk University. These guys contacted us. They had this crypto/economy university club. And then they said, hey guys, can you guys like come over to us and then just explain how this like Meteora works, how this LPing works? And we're just, okay, yeah, why not? Like we can just go there. It's a new city for us. Like going to a university and then explaining the platform that you're using. It's awesome. It was a really good idea. And then yeah, here we are. Like it was just, yeah, it was a good road for us, and we definitely have like better things to do. The road has not ended yet. Like we have so many good plans ahead of us. But yeah, here we are right now.
It's awesome, guys. I love it.
That's
So
amazing.
did you make people do push-ups or?
No, unfortunately, we didn't make people do push-ups. No, I mean it would have been cool if it was like in Cat Stamble or something. But yeah.
No, it's cool, man. I'm so proud and happy for you guys. You're amazing, and it's really good to see your face again. I miss seeing you guys. It's been a while. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate you jumping on.
Yeah,
that's absolutely amazing. An in-person boot camp taking place in Turkey. Awesome.
Truly.
All right. Well, I think with that, we're gonna call it a day here, and we'll see you guys on the next one. GMet, everybody.
Thanks for coming, everybody. We'll close out with the boot camp march.
It's time to log in. LP Army will teach you the way to be LP warrior starting this day. We live for the beats we make. Soon it is profits that you will take. The LP Army marches strong. The best in soul, and now we sing our song. We live for the beats we make. Soon it is profits that you will take. The LP Army marches strong. The best in soul, and now we sing our song. We are LP Army, rise to the sky. Dynamic is our battle cry. LP we heed the call. You can join our ranks so tight. Listen to the Goose Gang and gain your might. We will print and we will earn. Points to gain as tokens burn. Join the ranks of the brave and bold. Story of the LP Army told. We are LP Army, rise to the sky. Dynamic feast, our battle cry. LP warriors will never die. Bearable we will fly. Rise, new soldiers, rise. Rise. Take the course and earn your role. March with us and earn some soul. Toss the rug and join the fight. We gain together LP Army might. Make your position and join the pool. Post your wings with Alex's tool. LP Army, we fight to win. Your journey is about to begin. We are LP Army, rise to the sky. Dynamic feast, our battle cry. LP warriors will never die. Bearable we will fly. Rise, new soldiers, rise. Take the course and earn your role. March with us and earn some soul. Dodge the rock and join the fight. We gain together.